Hey, this is Ian Westerman, head pro at EssentialTennis.com, where it's my mission to bring passionate instruction to passionate tennis players all over the world just like you. And in today's video, we're going to talk about how to crush lobbers in doubles. This is gotta be the top 1, 2, or 3 most complained about things in all of doubles, especially when it comes to strategy and tactics, how to deal with this. And I want to dedicate this question to Eli, who actually asked it on Facebook. And his specific scenario was, Ian, what do I do when I hit a good serve? The return of serve is weak and short. I come in, I hit a strong approach, I continue into the net, and then my opponent just simply lobs me. And he was saying this pattern just, for him, occurs over and over again, and I know it does for many other players as well. So it comes down to 3 things, Eli, and everybody else watching. First and foremost, anticipation is unbelievably crucial. If you are not aware of what your specific opponent or opponents like to do, what their strengths and their weaknesses are, what their patterns of play are, if you're unable to keep those things in mind, whether it be consciously or subconsciously, you must train yourself to do this and start to anticipate what they're coming up with next based on how they prepare their racket, based on what they've done in this situation every other point in this match. If you can't anticipate, then you can't position yourself correctly. Many players have been told hundreds and hundreds and thousands of times, get into the net, get into the net. So, Eli and many other players will get that short return, come in, hit a nice solid approach shot, and then they have this voice in the back of their head yelling at them, get into the net, close in as close as possible because you want to put the ball away. And so they just instinctively just do that, and then they're kind of suckers. They run underneath that lob just over and over again. You must be aware enough to anticipate what your opponent is likely to do and then position yourself accordingly. That might mean, Eli, that you hit that short return solidly back to that baseline player, and then you just hang out a half a step behind the service line. If you know within 80% degree of certainty that a lob is coming next, don't close into the net. And that just quite plainly goes against what a lot of teachers will tell you, but you can't be a dummy out there. You have to be aware enough of what's actually happening to be able to position yourself strategically as effectively as possible. So that might mean hitting an aggressive approach shot and then staying there and waiting for the lob, or maybe take an aggressive step forward and then step back again right before they hit, and again anticipate and prepare for that lob. You must be paying close enough attention to be able to do this. Lastly, overhead dominance. You've got to train and drill the heck out of your overhead, because if you want to be a good doubles player, you need a good, fundamentally sound, powerful overhead. And if you don't have that, even if you do position yourself well, you may end up, at best, just neutralizing the points. And quite frankly, that's not good enough if you want to play high levels of doubles. So drill your overhead, learn technique-wise how to improve it, improve your swing, and be able to really make your opponents pay for that lob. I'll tell you what, if you don't have any of these 3 things, if you're not anticipating the lob, if you're not positioning yourself well, and if your overhead technique is not great, then of course they're going to lob all day. They're going to lob the heck out of you, and quite frankly, you deserve to be lobbed all day because you don't have the tools necessary to make them pay for using the lob. So the responsibility is on you. This is a little bit of tough love for all of you out there. If you're frequently beaten by the lob, repeatedly, just lob after lob after lob, and you lose, then it's on you. The responsibility is yours to have these tools so that your opponents realize quickly, I can't get away with doing that in this match. It's just a losing strategy, okay? So these are the tools you need. It's up to you to get out there and develop them and work on them. Eli, hopefully that's been helpful, and if you've been watching today, hopefully it's been helpful to you as well. Do me a favor and click like if you've enjoyed this video. Also be sure to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, the Essential Tennis YouTube channel, so you don't miss out on tons of stuff that we're constantly publishing. If you have any comments or questions, leave those down below. And with that, thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. Take care and good luck with your tennis.